Hey YouTube. For the record, I want to say I do have clothing on. It just doesn't look like it. Um, I have gotten a message um from I'm gonna call her Mrs. Strong. Okay. Um, because it's like just a play on her YouTube name. But anyway, it says, "Hi, I really recently lost my virginity. I am older, in my late 20s, and I had sex 3 times. And I want to know why I don't feel pleasure yet. It doesn't hurt, but it doesn't feel good either. And I'm with a man who is more educated in the bedroom more than I am. But I want to feel more comfortable with what I am doing as well as as well as well. It's a little typo in there, as well as he does. So, do you have any advice to give me to prepare myself or help me to feel more pleasure? I don't mind if you share this. Thanks for your time." Okay, so Mrs. Strong, my advice to you is you have to get the fact that you only have had sex. My hair looks a mess. I've been moving out of my apartment today. Like, it's like empty in here. Anyway, um, I'm thinking the reason you don't feel pleasure is because um, you're not, it has to do with your experience, I think, and your comfort level. For it to feel good, you have to not be tense. Like, you have to, like, your brain is your most powerful sexual organ, basically. Like, if your brain's not in it, if your mind's not in it, if you're not mature and educated and knowing what you're, not necessarily not knowing what you're doing, but if you're not comfortable and your brain is not relaxed and your body's not relaxed, then you're 9 times out of 10 not going to get much pleasure out of it. And then I don't know if you masturbate or not, but masturbation, like you said, you only had sex 3 times. I'm not sure if you've masturbated before, but you have to basically learn how to please yourself first before you please anyone. Before anyone's gonna be able to please you. Um, you let's see. You my mind just went completely blank. Yeah, but you have to learn how to please yourself first. You have to be comfortable with your body and comfortable with your partner. I mean, sex doesn't just, you don't just insert something and it feels good, or you don't just like, just think about, okay, I hate to use this as an example, but I am anyways. Fuck it. I mean, hopefully it doesn't offend anyone. But let's just say if someone gets raped, they're engaging in forced intercourse, but just because they're having intercourse doesn't mean it's gonna feel good to them because they're not comfortable with this person it's against their will. So it's kind of the same thing, but just not to that extent, you know. So yeah, you just have to get comfortable with yourself, with your body, and with your partner. And the fact that you've only had sex a couple of times, and you might not, I'm not sure, like, you didn't say in your message to me that you are a sexual type of person, but also, like, sometimes sexual people, they will 9 times out of 10 enjoy sex more their first couple of times than a non-sexual person, because a sexual person is, they're just, I don't know, it's kind of like a natural thing to just feel it. You feel me? I don't know. It's hard to explain. But oh, my back hurts. But well, yeah, like I was saying, you have to just you just gotta work yourself into it and educate yourself about your body and what pleases you. Like, um, and just read, like do some reading on some things, like do Google searches and read some things, anything that you want to know how to do, something that you want to try. Google different sex positions, different how to give yourself an orgasm. Google masturbation, Google the vagina, like just Google, just go Google crazy basically. So yeah, just educate yourself about some things, explore your own body, like just go in your room and masturbate and just enjoy yourself. Figure out what you like, what pleases you, what parts of your body pleases you to like to touch and all of that. And a lot of times it might be just be your partner the reason why you're not enjoying the sex. If you're not, you know, if you're not just really just into the person, sometimes the sex won't be good. And sometimes the sex could be good, like it could just be purely a sexual lust type of thing. But if you're not really into the person, then you're not gonna feel pleasure more so as you would if you were really into the person. It's all about your mind, basically. But you just got to get into it. Like I know exactly what you're talking about. Like you're having sex. It doesn't hurt, but it doesn't feel good either. Like it's just there. Like you just feel something going in and out of you, and that simply means that he's not hitting your G spot. And to help him find your G spot, you have to find your G spot. You have to figure out what makes you feel good, what takes you to that sexual level, basically. So you can do that. You basically have to masturbate and figure out what it is that you like, what turns you on, what gets you off, what makes you have an orgasm, so that you can relay it back to him, so that he can do that in his own way to help you reach that pleasure zone. Anyway, I'm like tripping, seriously. Um, yeah, though. So try those tips. If it doesn't help, email me back and I will give you some more tips. But until then, I enjoy giving you the advice and hope everyone else who watches this video enjoys it. So